What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the support. Now, here we are in December. What does that mean? It means the final pay-per-view event of the year. And the UFC, once again, they've done it very special. We've got Charles Oliveira taking on Dustin Poirier in the main event. Amanda Nunes defending the GOAT status that she has, the greatest woman of all time. And we've got a stacked card from top to bottom. And of course, opening the main card, Sugar Sean O'Malley, the Sugar Show. Ever since this guy was on the Contender, he's came in and he's had a massive rise. The guy is extremely popular for a number of reasons. First of all, the man can fight. He can fight very well. I love the way he switches stances. I love his confidence. I love his bravado. I love the way he talks. The kids resonate with him. He's got the coloured hair. He's got the wacky suits. He's smoking weed all over the place. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of star quality. Every time I've been there for a UFC event and he walks into the arena, the place lights up. And that's because he delivers action inside of the octagon as well as being captivating on the microphone. So we're going to talk about him and his matchup with his opponent, Raulian Paiva. Raulian Paiva is a BJJ black belt. He's been training at Team Alpha Male for the last 2 months and he's on a 3-fight win streak. He's a very tough opponent, to be honest. This could be the toughest test, not the toughest test, one of the toughest tests in recent memory for the Sugar Show. But before I get into it, I want to tell you about rockauto.com. Rockauto.com, I've been in business for over 20 years, supplying people that work on their own cars with every part that they need at the best possible prices. Listen, if you're a car guy or a car girl, if you work under the hood of your car, if you know what you're doing, if you know your way around an engine and you like to get busy with a spanner or a wrench all by yourself, you got to go to rockauto.com because they're going to have everything that you need, but more importantly, at the cheapest prices that you will find online. You're going to have a lot of fun going to the website, rockauto.com. Click the link in the description down below. That's going to take you there. But rockauto.com. Tell them that Mike Bisping sent you. As I say, if you work on your car, right, you are going to get it at the best possible prices. And that's what you want. You want to save some money. So they have everything you need, quality products at the best possible prices at rockauto.com. All right, let's get into this. So Sugar Sean O'Malley is one of the most recognizable faces in the sport now. Ever since he came on the Contender, he looks sensational on there. And he's been a real fixture for the UFC. I think most of the time now he only fights on pay-per-view. Delivers electrifying performances. I like everything about him. I like the way he fights. He's sponsored by Team Sanibel. I'm on there as well, Sanibel, so check those out. Amazing gloves at a good price. Anyway, but he's a great fighter. The last time out, he went up against Chris Matinho. Okay, and again, he gets a bit of shit for that because Chris Matinho wasn't even signed with the UFC, but he had to fight somebody and Chris Matinho was willing to step in. And I tell you what, Chris Matinho made that fight fucking exciting, didn't he? But for Sean O'Malley, it was a showcase performance of what he can do. He switches stances. He glides all over the place. He knows how to use his reach. He knows how to use the range. He throws beautiful combinations. Okay, he's a joy to watch. On the ground, I know he does a lot of jiu-jitsu, okay? But how is his wrestling? How is his takedown defense? O'Malley has a record of 14-1, okay, with the only loss coming to Marlon Chito Vera. Now, if you saw that fight, you know what happened. He got kicked in the leg, the foot went numb, he went down, Marlon dived on top of him, landed a few elbows, flash knockout, referee stopped the fight. Now, since then, O'Malley doesn't accept that. O'Malley's pissed off. He's like, no, that doesn't count. It does count. You're not undefeated anymore. I'm a fan of O'Malley. I like Sean. We have a personal relationship. We're not like close friends or nothing, but I see him. We chat for a minute or two. He's a great guy. He's a good guy. But he got beat fair and square by Sugar Sean O'Malley. I would like to see that rematch down the line one day. But this time he's fighting Julian Piper. Both of these guys are unranked. So that has been one of the criticisms for Sean. They want to see him fighting some of the best guys out there in the world. But fair play to him. He's chipping away. He's getting experience and he's taking it one step at a time. But I think if he beats Julian Piper, I think next time we see him out, we're going to see him against somebody a bit more recognisable. I would love to see him in there with one of the big names. I mean, can you imagine O'Malley and Dominic Cruz? If Dominic Cruz gets past Pedro Munoz, or Pedro Munoz, for example. But that's top of the food chain. He's not quite there yet. Against Julian Piper, he might have his hands full. Julian is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Julian is on a 3-fight win streak. and he's beaten some really, really good people. Let me just have a quick look at his record right now. So Julian Paiva comes from Brazil. Last time we saw him was against Kyler Phillips. That's a good person to beat. Before that, he beat Zhalgas Zhumagulov, who is a really good fighter. Trust me, he got beat at the weekend, but he's a good fighter, and prior to that, he beat Mark De La Rosa. Now, one thing that kind of goes in O'Malley's favour is that Julian Paiva he's kind of a flyweight. Most of his career he fought at 125, but last 2 fights ago he came in at 129, so he moved up a weight class. That tells me that he would definitely be a smaller bantamweight. And as we know, Omalley is a gigantic bantamweight. O'Malley's 5'11 with a 72-inch reach. Paiva is 5'8 or 5'9 with a 69.5-inch reach. So a 2.5-inch reach advantage and a 3-inch height advantage for Sean O'Malley, which, if you know how to use that, is very, very useful. You know, and that's what I said before. O'Malley does know how to use that. Now, one thing is, as I said, Paiva is he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he's been training at Team Alpha Male for the last 2 months. And if there's one thing that Team Alpha Male know how to do, it is wrestle. Of course, Uriah Faber, the legend that is Uriah Faber, he's the head coach up there. It's his gym. He owns the place. Great guy, by the way, Uriah Faber. Spent a lot of time with him. Went to Afghanistan with him back in 2008, along with Carlos Condit, BJ Penn. We had quite some funny stories to come back from there, let me tell you. But anyway, Uriah's a great guy. And he's a great wrestling coach, okay, amongst everything else. And if you're going to fight Sugar Sean O'Malley, the plan to beat him, the way to beat him would be to take him down. For Paiva, it isn't going to be to stand and trade because he's going to have a hard time. O'Malley knows how to use the footwork. He glides in the octagon. He's got incredible balance, incredible poise. He's very composed. He has great confidence and a lot of composure. And as I said before, he knows how to use his reach. And if he knows how to use his reach and he knows how to move around the octagon, it's going to be a very fucking tough night at the office for Julian Paiva. What he needs to do, throw a little feint, misdirection, get O'Malley to throw, and then when he's bringing the punch back in, that's when he uses the feet. You close the distance, you push him up against the fence, you drop down, you get your hands together behind the ass. Not like this on the legs, right? That's going to be hard because you spread your legs. You kind of do the splits. You don't do the fucking splits. You spread your legs though. But if you get your hands together and you join your hands like this, you can pick those motherfuckers up in the air, boom, and then slam them down with authority. So if I'm Chris Matinho, if I'm Julian Paiva and I'm Team Alpha Male and I'm Uriah Faber, that is known for being a wrestler, here's what they're doing all day long. You're training with taller guys, you're sparring them, but the plan is to take them down. So you've got to use your footwork, you've got to cut off the cage, you've got to back them up against the fence. On that fence, you will see on the octagon floor, there is a black marker. There is a black line that goes around the perimeter. When you back them up to that, that is your signal to shoot, because you want them against the fence. If you shoot on them when they're against the fence, they can't sprawl. Right? They haven't got no room behind them. That's why it's always a good idea to try and be in the center of the octagon. You have more options. You can go forwards, backwards, side to side. Against the octagon, against the fence, you got nowhere to go. You can go side to side, but you can't go backwards. And if somebody shoots, you can't fucking sprawl. So when you shoot there, you go boom, boom, boom. You throw a combination upstairs. That brings the hands up. You shoot in. You grab the legs and you join your hands together. From there, if you know what you're doing, it's almost impossible not to take them down. So from there, you pick him up, you put him down, you get on top, and then you go to work with the grappling skills. Now, of course, for Sugar Sean O'Malley, he knows that's what everybody wants to do to him. Of course, he knows everyone's going to try and take him down. Just like Israel Adesanya. Everyone knows he's going to try and take him down. So therefore, he works the takedown defense. I'm going to give you a prediction right now. I think Sugar Sean O'Malley gets the job done. I think he might get taken down in round 1. He might get taken down in round 2. Hell, he might even get taken down in fucking round 3. But I believe he gets back to his feet every time. And I think we're going to see Sugar Sean O'Malley continue to roll. The Sugar Show will continue, but it's going to be a decision. Sugar Sean O'Malley wins by decision once again, takes his record to 15-1. I believe the rematch with Marlon Chito Vera should happen. But more importantly, I'm excited for this matchup. UFC 269 is an incredible fight card. I go to Vegas on Wednesday. I get to come speak to Dustin Poirier, Amanda Nunes. And there's a third one, Dustin Poirier, Amanda Nunes, and Sugar Sean O'Malley. Going to speak to him on Wednesday. So still, keep an eye out for that content. Thank you for watching. Make sure subscribe, ring the bell. Don't miss the content we're putting out daily. And thank you very much.